all. Okay, today we're going to do a little bit of revision on Excel again. We got few more videos on the YouTube. You can watch it. We'll do more of a revision. Okay, what we done from yesterday. Okay. Okay, so Excel again. We did a little bit of basics yesterday, so we're going to do it again. So to open the Excel software, start button, and then you click on Excel or search for the Excel. Okay. Okay, then you click on the blank workbook. Okay. As explained yesterday, in Excel we don't have like a Word, like a Word document. It's a little bit different to Word document. Word software, sorry, not document. Word software. Here you have like a boxes. We call that box as reference cell. So each of them is a cell, and each cell has a cell reference number. Okay, how we know that the cell reference? Usually it's displayed here, but normally how do you know what cell reference number it is? You have a column heading, you have a row heading. So column you have A, B, C, D, and then you have row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the intersecting point, if I click on one particular cell, the intersecting point of the column and then the row is the cell reference number. At this moment, this is a cell reference number D4, and this is F10, and this is C and C6. So that is what a cell reference number. And here in Google, when you open an Excel software, you have by default you have one sheet. Okay, I can create as many sheets I want by clicking this plus button here. I click on the plus. So you have sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. Collectively, all these three worksheets, collectively we call this as a workbook. Okay, if I say a workbook, means a workbook probably has collection of more than one sheets. It can be 3 sheets or 10 sheets, and so on. We can have up to 12 sheets, for example. Like we can have more than that. Why I'm saying 12 means we can have one for Jan, one for February, or one for Monday, one for Tuesday, and yeah, we can have different names also. Like a family member, I can have one for me, one for my wife, and one for my son. Yeah.
What happens when it exceeds the 26 letters in the alphabet?
No, it'll still be there. You can create.
It won't be K, it will be K1 or K.
Yeah, it will go in. For example, at the moment we have M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T. Then probably it will start with A, B, A, C, A. It will be a different column. Yeah. So and also the same thing with the rows. It doesn't stop. At the moment we have only 40. I think if I keep scrolling, it will keep on developing. So I think it's infinite. I would say like it goes on and on. But normally we don't do more than probably like 300, 400. The reason is then you have to keep scrolling down all the time. It's better to do another sheet with probably for a different month. Okay. So each box is a cell, and each cell has a cell reference number, and you have a column here. The column is A, B, C, D, and then the row is 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I want to expand the column, like for example column A, I want a little bit wider than the default one. So I move my mouse between column A and column B. There is a small a division here. Just go over the division and you should see a plus sign. Am I seeing the plus sign now? No. Am I seeing the plus sign now?
Yes.
Yeah, that's when you click and hold the click and drag it forward or backward. If I want it smaller, I can make it smaller. If I want to make it bigger, I expand it. The same thing can apply to be row on the row also. Between row and row 1 and row 2, if I want to expand the row 1, for example, move the mouse over the line. Can you see the plus sign now?
Yes.
And click and drag it. So which means that particular row 1 has a wider space. Yeah, more broader space. Same with the column. I can do for column D, for example. I can just expand column D so that has more width. So it depends on your usage, like whatever you're typing. If you need a wider column, you can always expand it. Okay. To begin with, I'm just going to type, for example, shopping budget or list something. Okay. Here and then at the next line, I'm just going to leave one empty line. You can type anywhere. Like I said, Excel, you can even start from here or here. It doesn't really matter. The beauty is you only be working only with the cell reference number. So you don't have to literally worry about, oh, I should start from the bottom or top, or can I start here or can I start here? It doesn't really matter. You can start from anywhere. So here I'm just going to leave an empty space just to create space. I'm just going to type the word item as a title, and then here in the next one I'm just going to click and type price. Okay, here whenever you click on any boxes, you don't have to double click and start typing. You can just click on the box and start typing straight away. Yeah? You don't have to double click to see the cursor or anything like that. So here I'm clicking on the one below the item, and I'm going to say, for example, let's say I'm going to buy banana, and then apple, maybe grapes, and some salad pack, and press, whenever I type something I press enter. Yeah, then maybe salad dressing, yeah, and probably milk and bread. So this many items I'm going to buy. So I know I'm going to go to the price for banana. I'm just going to put the price of banana. So I'm clicking on the box next to the banana and just typing, okay, a pack of banana is 199. So I put 199 and press enter. An apple, I'm just going to put 129 per packet and press enter. Grape 175, enter. Salad pack is 110 pence, enter. Salad dressing is £2.53, enter. Milk is £1.56, enter. Bread is £1.10, enter. Once I entered, I want a pound sign next to all these numbers. Okay, rather than doing one at a time, all I can do is I just click on the column. What is this column heading here? What is the name of the column here? So you just go and click the B column. Okay, when you click on B, the whole column gets selected. Okay, then you go to the under home ribbon. You have a number grouping. There is a sign which says accounting number format. Yeah, so you just click directly on top of it. That will give you the pound sign. But in case, oh, I don't want pound sign, Val, I just need dollar sign. Then you go to the arrow next to it and click on dollar, or I click on euro. So I can get other formats. If I want more than this format, you go to more accounting format and choose from it. Okay, you can, when you click on more accounting, you can see. Okay, so I can click on other symbols. I can see Armenian, Bitcoin, everything is there on the list. Yeah, but I can cancel it. We don't need it. We only need pound. So I'm going to go to number, and I click on this and I click on English United Kingdom. So we have the pound sign. The next thing is I'm going to click at the bottom here or here, it doesn't matter, and then I want to do a sum, addition. I think we discussed yesterday 3 ways to do the sum. One way is auto sum. Auto sum is you just go into the editing feature here, and then you click on auto sum. It automatically selects the data what you need, and then it also put the function as sum. Equal, sum means total, you want to add that value. B4 is the first cell, colon, the last cell is B10. B4 is the first cell and the last cell is B10. What that means is the range from B4 to B10 I'm adding up. That's what it means. The word sum refers to addition. Okay, all the formula you have to start with equal sign. So equal, sum, open the bracket, B4 colon B10. If you want to manually type it, you can do it. But at the moment we are typing automatic, which is I'm going to go to editing and click on auto sum, and then it automatically type the formula for me. All I have to do is press enter. So then the answer comes up. That is the automatic way of doing it. Manually, if I have to do it, let me delete this answer. I press on that particular cell, I click and press equal, and I type the word sum. You can type in upper or lower case, it doesn't matter. And open the bracket. What is the first cell we have? Cell reference number B4. And then I put a colon sign. And then the last cell is B10. And then should I close the bracket? Yes, I should close the bracket, and I press enter. So that is how I do a addition. So okay, let me make it big. Now I can worry about the formatting. I click on that cell here, go to formatting. I'm just clicking shopping list, and then maybe I'm going to make it as Algerian. The item price and item and price, I'm just going to make it bold and underlined, and maybe a little bit bigger font. And maybe I can add a color as gray color, something like that. And I come down to this answer here. I'm just going to select the color as yellow, make the text bigger, and font, I'm just going to choose Arial black. Okay, so that's neat, that's more than enough. So now we calculate the total. This is the answer we know. Sometimes, okay, there might be a question in the exam saying, oh, the value of apple, grape has increased because of war. Now the grape is not 175 anymore, it's £4.76. How do I change it? I go to the grape value here and I type 4.76 and I press enter. So what? Yeah, I don't have to delete it. All I have to do is when I move the mouse over the grape value, I don't have to press deleting. There's no need in the spreadsheet. That's a beauty. You just click on it and then just start typing £4.76 and automatically it will delete and then retype it for you. And then you press enter. Once you press enter, automatically you see the value of the total also changed because you already have a function. We're not doing a normal addition here. Here, because we are just not adding a formula as 199 plus 129. We're only using the cell reference number. So any of the value changes on the cell reference will also change the total automatically. So for example, the banana is changed to £2.39 now. Okay, and then the bread, I think instead of 110, I'm just going to pay £2.30 from now on. So you can see automatically that will change the total for you. Okay, I think for this level, if you do this one, is fine. In the exam, sometimes say, oh, from the shopping list, can you change the milk to tea? Instead of milk, just put the word tea. So you go over the milk and just type the word tea. And can you change the value of tea value to £4.79? I just put 4.79 and press enter. So that's what probably they'll expect you in the exam. Yeah. There's something I want to explain you more in a spreadsheet. It's not needed, but as it's a feature. It's very good feature in the Excel. There's something called click and drag. For example, okay, so your question is like you want to remove number 2 from the column. I mean the row 2.
Yes.
You don't want it.
Yes.
So all you have to do is you move your mouse to row 2,
Yes.
click,
Yes.
and do a right click,
Yes.
and you should see an option called delete.
Yes.
That will remove the column space. I mean the row 2 space.
You
Yeah.
click
Yeah. For example, if I something is there written here, I want to remove this column here.
Yes.
So I click on the column
Yes.
and I do a right click on the column.
Yes.
When I do a right click, you have a lot of options coming up. You need to choose delete. So that whole column gets deleted. Okay. If it's a row, for example, I have a row here with some values here, and I want to remove row 13. I don't need it. Means I move the mouse to row 13, do a right click, and you say delete. Okay.
So you have to use the right.
You have to use the right click on the column or row title, not here. Don't do it here. Not in this cell. I don't right click. No, not this deleting. Because you want to delete the whole row, means you move the mouse to the row heading, which is 13, and do a right click and delete it. Or you move the mouse to the row heading here, do a right click and you delete it. Okay.
Can you always see the row heading from where you are? Does that 4, 5, 6 or whatever? Does that follow you along across? If you went across to say column 20 or something, would you still be able to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
No, you won't. When you scroll, it scrolls. So you need to always see the scroll wheel. Just pull it to the left side. Okay. And also when I go down, I am on row number 34 now.
Yeah.
So if I want to go up, just click this bar and then just move up.
Yeah.
Or you can use this button to move up.
But you can always see those numbers whether you're really far to the particular one.
Yeah, but the number, you don't see all the number. Like at the moment, if I go down, do I see number 1, 2, 3? No, I don't see it.
No, you can find. What I mean is that grey line there with the numbers on it, wherever the numbers are.
It will be
it's
there.
always in the
It will
side.
already be on the
So
display.
you can be way out to the side, doesn't matter. You can still see what.
See what number. But sometimes if you want, you can hide it also. But you don't have to hide it. You just keep it. I think you can. But if you don't want, sometimes people don't prefer it. You can remove the row and column label. But
So if you
usually,
want to print it without, then you can.
normally when you print it in your printout, you won't have that column heading anyway, or the row numbers anyway.
Did you click on B in order to select the column?
Column, yes.
To get 1916.
No, I didn't. No, 1916 is we use this formula. We use this formula to do the. We got the
Okay,
1916.
so that tells the computer what the columns are anyway, because you're using that formula. And to find AutoSum, you went into.
Okay, so the next thing I want to explain you is dragging feature. There's a dragging feature in the Excel. For example, if I type number 1 here, and the next is number 2, and then I want number 3, 4, 5 automatically coming down, me rather than me typing, means there is a feature called dragging feature, which means I click on the number 2, and I move my mouse to the corner of the box of the cell. The cell, can you see there is a small dot on the right side, bottom right side? Yeah. If I move the mouse to the right side, at the moment, can you see a plus sign? It's a bigger plus sign. When you move the mouse to this dot here, you should see a smaller plus sign, a thicker, a bolder plus sign, not this one, this one. When you see that sign, you click on the mouse, hold the click, the left click, and drag down. When you drag down, automatically you see a plus sign here. Can you see a plus sign now? Click on it and you say fill series. So what happened now? So it become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let me do the other way. I click on this. This is the column wise I'm doing. If I move the mouse, I click on the same plus sign. I click and drag the other way. Then you click on this more option, the autofill option, and you say fill series. So what happened? So you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me show you something else. For example, imagine you're going to an office. They're giving you a ticket. Each ticket has a unique number. They can generate like this. Let me say I'm going to type a number called 80247. That is the first candidate is getting that number. So if I move my mouse here, go to the corner, click and drag it, and then go to this option here, the plus sign, and say fill series. What happened? Steve will get this number, Scola will get this number, and Adaba will get this number, and Coffee will get number 70. So each person we can assign a number. So for this number I can just type one name Adam, and the next person will be Scola and John, Abba, Val. So I can assign each number. So that this is using a drag feature, dragging and pulling it down. There's another same with the drag feature. You can also do Jan, month, days or month also. For example, I'm typing the word Jan or January, the full word. Even if I type Jan, if I go to the corner and drag it, what happened? Automatically the other month will come. If I, for example, type Monday, and then if I go to the corner and drag it down, automatically it generates the other month. I only typed half of it, but you can even type the full word Monday, and then if I drag it, it will type the full month. Not only that, so also with the month, not only column wise, you can also go row wise. If I type Jan and if I click on here and drag it this way, and it will type the relevant month name until the place you dragged. If I can drag further down, I have August, up to August.
How come this one never give you this
The
fill
plan.
series?
Yeah, because no, it doesn't give you the fill series because they already know the Jan means the only word Jan is January. Or the Mon means Mon is referring to the Monday, so it's not asking you to fill series. But you still give you that option. But imagine I want everything is as Jan. I can click on it and then say copy cell. So from here, from Jan, if I drag it all the way here and click on it and I say copy cell, means it's only giving you Jan and all of them. But I don't want copy cell, I want fill series. When I click on fill series, so which will fill the series of that particular word. After Jan, I think February should follow. Okay, is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, that's it with the spreadsheet. I think we don't have to go anywhere. Most important thing, adding a data, adding some value to it, and finding the total of it,
Average.
and then you click on the column and you go to number and you click on the pound sign. So these are the two things, and then maybe worry about the formatting because you already done Word. To format, you click on a particular cell, go to font, and you change the size, color, font name, font color, everything. Or if I want to do it in one go for all the cell, you just select the cell you want to do it. You select it in one go to font, make it bigger. Maybe color I can just do maybe like green color. Maybe font I can just change it to Bahas 93, and maybe font color I just choose some dark blue color. So I'm doing it in one go. Yeah. For this level, the only thing we need is adding a data, adding some numbers, formatting using the pound, or sometimes they want you to change the value of salad dressing, how to change it, learn how to do it. And most important thing is finding the total, the sum function. Yeah.
How to find average, let's say.
Is that all clear?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to stop it now.
Scott was just asking about average.
No.
I'm going to stop it.
I'm going to stop it from now.